I want to tell you about something I think a lot of us are quietly living through. Founders, creatives, people inside big organizations, people in transition. It's this in between feeling. The moment where the old version of your life is already gone, but the new version hasn't fully formed yet. I recently learned the word for it, the liminal space. And I want to take you through a personal moment that shaped how I move through these transitions, because the emotional pattern I lived back then is the same exact one people are facing now with AI. Career changes, layoffs, all of it. Right after college, I sat in the car with my stepdad and asked him, "What's your biggest regret?" He told me about this moment early in his life where he had a choice: pursue what he really wanted or choose the path that felt expected, stable, predictable. He chose the expected path. And later, he told me how everything flowed from that decision: the marriage, the move, the responsibility, and how his music, the thing he loved, slowly drifted away. He said it quietly, not like a complaint, more like a truth he had learned too late. And seeing that changed me. It was the first time I understood that regret doesn't come from failing. It comes from not trying. So instead of joining the 9 to 5 pipeline, I got certified to teach English and moved to Italy. I didn't know the language. I didn't have a plan. The night before the flight, I was outside shaking, absolutely terrified. It went away after a while, but that one leap shaped everything that followed. Italy taught me that you don't need the whole plan. You just need the next step. Clarity comes after movement. Fear doesn't mean stop. Possibility only shows up when you're in motion. And I didn't know it then, but that emotional pattern, stepping into something unfamiliar and learning as I go, is exactly what millions of people are being asked to do now with AI. I recently heard Nicholas Thompson say, if you look at everything from 10,000 feet, you'll freeze. But if you look at just today, suddenly tomorrow becomes possible. This is exactly what the liminal space feels like. Zoom out too far, and everything feels impossible. Zoom into the present, and the next step becomes obvious. This applies to founders, but also to employees, teams, to companies trying to understand AI, to anyone going through transition. Stephen Bartlett said something else that stuck with me. Unsuccessful people choose certain misery over uncertain possibility. We all do this. We stay in jobs we've outgrown. We stay in systems that don't fit. We stay in workflows that drain us. We stay in identities that feel familiar, even when they're shrinking us. And organizations do this too. They cling to old structures because even broken systems feel safer than the new ones. But the liminal space doesn't let you live small. It pulls you into the unknown, whether you feel ready or not. The resistance people feel toward AI right now, it's not about the technology. It's the same feeling my stepdad had, the same feeling I had the night before Italy, the same feeling everyone has when their identity is shifting. It's the fear of doing something unfamiliar, learning something new, not being instantly good at it, leaving the comfort of what you know. AI is forcing individuals and organizations into their liminal space, not to replace them, but to reintroduce them to possibility. Ryan Blair once said, if you're broke, good. This is the best time to learn about money. And I want to reframe that for the age of AI. If you haven't adopted AI yet, good. This is the safest moment to start. If you don't know where to begin, good. That means you get to learn without pressure. If your team has no AI systems yet, your stakes are low. Your experiments are small. You can build slowly, intentionally, without the weight of legacy systems. Not knowing is not a disadvantage. It's the cleanest foundation you can start with. Because what Ryan was really saying is, when you're at the beginning, you get to learn the mechanics that build what comes after. With money, those mechanics are systems, habits, clarity, responsibility. With AI, those mechanics are workflows, communication, decision-making, structure. AI doesn't make you effective. Clarity does. AI just accelerates it. And the people and companies who learn now, while the stakes are small, are the ones who will thrive later. There's a push-pull right now. On one side, people sprinting to adopt AI at reckless speeds. On the other, people frozen because the unknown feels too big. Both extremes are fear-based. AI is not a race. AI is not a threat. AI is not the finish line. AI is literacy. It's a skill set, a system that requires coherence, not panic. The right pace is your pace. Fast enough to not fall behind, but slow enough to not lose yourself. So if you feel like you're in the in between, in your job, your industry, your identity, your adoption for new tools, I want to invite you to reframe the moment. The liminal space isn't where you're lost. It's where you're being remade. It's where your next identity is forming. It's where clarity is born. It's where your compass gets louder. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need the next step up. So ask yourself, where in your life or work are you choosing certain misery or uncertain possibility? Where are you resisting the thing that might actually free you? And are you willing, just willing, to take the next step into the unknown instead of stepping back into regret? Because the liminal space isn't here to punish you. It's here to prepare you, and you're more ready than you think. And if you're in that liminal space, personally, professionally, or as a leader navigating AI inside your organization, and you don't know what the next step looks like, my discovery sessions are designed to translate everything we talked about today into something practical you can actually act on. A grounded beginning, a clear direction, a blueprint that starts exactly where you are, not where you think you should be. It's not about jumping to the 10,000 foot view. It's about defining your next aligned step with clarity and coherence. So if this episode opens something up for you, or if you felt yourself in the in between, the door's open. You're invited to take the next step whenever you're ready.